we're back in action again. Back in action again. Okay, continuing the things that you need to get. Sorry, my little dreadlock is falling out. Okay. Other things that you need to make sure that you have on hand is butter. Butter can be used to cook with. It can be used for a lot of things. Butter is getting really expensive right now, and eventually that's going to start to be rationed. Trust me. I sound like I'm crazy now, but later on you guys will refer back to this video and know that I said this too as well. Butter, we're going to be in short supply eventually, probably by Thanksgiving. So I would suggest that you pick up some butter ASAP. Flour, as you guys know, flour is number one, especially for breads and gravies and all type of things. Flours are for. So you need to stock up on your flour. Another thing that you might want to get will be jams. Okay, like if you're gonna have, you might be eating a lot of biscuits or bread because of shortages and because you're not going to be able to get a hold of meat. And a lot of things are changing, and they're going to continue to change. So jams will be something good, like some strawberry jam. You have strawberry preserves, apricot preserves, things of that sort. And those jams you can always spread on some biscuit or bread, butter, especially if you got kids and stuff. You could throw that on real quick just in case. Tea and coffee. Those are other things that's going to be in short supply. They're already expensive. It's barely enough of it, and whatever's going to be left, they're going to start charging like $10 a bottle of coffee or more. Even tea bags right now are pretty cheap. Get tea bags. You can go to Kroger and get a box of tea bags for less than $2. That 100 tea bags you could turn into 200 because you can use one tea bag to make 2 cups of tea. Make sure you stock up. Just stock up on tea and coffee, because that's going to be your energy with, caffeine or whatever the case may be. That's going to be your energy. Another thing that you're going to need is soaps. So all of us need to wash our behinds and smell fresh. So soap is also going to be rationed eventually. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. So all of y'all that's used to buying them fancy body washes and all of that stuff, you better hope there's going to be something available. Because the way things are going, supplies are going very low, and like majority of the supplies that we get come from China and everywhere else that's not here. So be prepared for soaps. Rice. If you're a rice eater or your family's rice eater, make sure y'all got enough rice. It's okay. Have a little extra rice. I just ended up buying another bag of rice, and my husband had already bought a big one already. So we have now extra rice, which is all good. So if you can grab yourself a 10-pound bag of rice, 20-pound bag, whatever your family can afford at the moment, or maybe you could just afford little bags of rice, like $3-4 bags of rice every time you get paid, in order to try to add up your stock. So then that way you'll have your ration stock all good to go. Because rice is usually another staple that most families have in their food or with their food. Salt as well. Get yourself some salt. Make sure you have enough salt. Not that you need to over salt your things, but salt could be used even to put out a fire. So salt could be used for a lot of things. It could be used as a gargle with warm water for your throat when your throat is hurting you, when you're sick. Salt is a good thing to have. Garlic. Get some garlic cloves as well. Those are good things to have for emergency. Garlic is good for even numbing your gums, like an ambisol. So grab some garlic if you remember to grab some garlic. Get a couple packs of them right now. Those are still pretty decent price. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned onions already, but onions is a good thing to make sure that you have. That's also usually a staple, and a lot of folks like onions in their food, their chicken, whatever you're eating, whatever you're making, your eggs. So make sure you have enough onions, because eventually that's going to be super expensive, because it's going to be short supply. Because remember that the farmers are not able to grow the way they were growing before. There's no fertilizer. Half of the country is in a drought, and so it is necessary for us to not waste anymore, not throw away things as much as possible, unless it's just pure garbage, okay? But as far as food is concerned, we must not waste our food. We can't waste our food. We have to make sure we eat everything and appreciate it, because there's other people in the world right now that have no hands on food at all. Like in Somalia right now, they're just out of food. And they're barely living on their water. So these are things that we have to be grateful for, but we have to prep now. So another good thing to have is noodles, because noodles, you can always keep those tucked away in a dry place. And the noodles, you can always mix that with a little bit of salt and pepper with some butter. Even if you didn't have anything to really go on it. If it was me, I would take some onions if I had them and saute the onions up and put some salt and pepper. If that's the only thing you have. If you have a little paprika, I will put a little paprika in there. And then I will go ahead and mix that up and then throw the cooked noodles with it. Maybe put a little tiny, maybe a tablespoon of butter. Mix that sucker up and boom, you got some noodles. If you're hungry, you're gonna eat. If you're not hungry, then you're not gonna eat. So there's no room for really complaining. You either eat the food that you have or don't eat nothing at all. Same thing, spaghetti, noodles, all the same thing. Make sure you have cereals, some dry eggs. If you can find some dried eggs, there's a lot of places who have dry eggs. You gotta kind of look for it. You want to have that because eggs is another staple to hold things together, like your cakes and things, cupcakes, whatever you want to do. Eggs is just used for a lot of things. And when things start running out, these are things that people are going to want, so you want to make sure you have it. I am going to put together an additional list and continue this, of course, because this I'm just going to be doing my videos from now on because I have no time to be editing this stuff, y'all. So I'm getting old here now, so I'm just going to be loading up videos. And if you guys want to see the story and how everything is going and what's going on with rationing, shortages, whatever, just keep following each one of my videos so you can keep up with me. That's all. Alrighty, see y'all and have a blessed day, and I will talk to you all soon.